Hey there creatives, I'm Rita Barracat and thank you so much for watching this video. This is a quick video just on some shading and coloring for skin tones. I'm starting actually with a blue shading. I painted this, I drew this girl, and then I am just adding some shading with a blue. Sometimes a blue undertone makes for a very nice shading of color. Sometimes I do it in a darker shade of the same color, but when working with watercolors, sometimes it's just easier to use the blues. They just come out nice. So I am using the blue undertones for this face. I do add a little bit of blue into the whites of the eyes, and then I add the white on top and just kind of blend that together to make it not look so flat. It just gives a little depth. It's just kind of a little secret. I mean, you can do it without it and just put white in that area, but especially if the eyes are very big on a project, or if the project is very big, you want to add some depth in there. So I'm adding a little bit of both and just blending it. And I do go back and forth and play with it a little bit as it dries, so that I can see if I like the color or if I need to change it up and add a little bit more white or a little bit more blue. I'm going in with the skin color. I wanted it to be a golden brown type of shading, and so I mixed a little bit of yellow, a little bit of brown, and a little bit of orange. Just trying to get these colors to come out. And when I do like highlighting and shading, I just use this same color base and add maybe a little bit more brown to it depending on where it is, or a little more water depending on where it is. Now I'm adding a little cheek color, and I know it looks a little bit crazy right now, but I promise you it won't stay that way. We just kind of blend it in with the rest of the background. Also, you can pick up with your paintbrush. So what I mean by that is I am using a paper towel and picking up some of that color and wiping it from my paintbrush to the paper towel and then picking it up again. So if you ever get too much color on it, that's something that you can do, especially with watercolor. Just use the same paintbrush to pick up the paint, dry it off on your paper towel or your towel, and pick up a little bit more. And again, going in with my colors for the eyes. It's a lot of playing because watercolor is a little bit different, and when it dries a little bit differently than the color that you're seeing when it's wet. So sometimes you have to just wait for that section to dry, and it dries really quickly, and see what you have and fix it or adjust it or leave it alone if you like it. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos that have faces, I do a lot of layers in the eyes. So I'll do a base color, I'll do little lines with a different color, and then I may go in and just add little spots of another color just to create a lot of movement and depth in the eyes. And that's very important to me because when I'm doing the faces, to me, the eyes are the most important part. So if those aren't right, then, you know, they do look a little weird sometimes. I'm darkening the eyebrows, getting some color on there, and I will get some detail on there in a little bit. I always try to, you know, draw some lines in there. Even if the colors are super dark, you know, you want to make sure that you have some lines drawn in there so that it looks like hairs, not just two big giant lines right above the eyes. So I'm going in with a little bit of white so that I could add another color on top of it. Now for this video, I did not do the hair. Sometimes I do the hair, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do it at a different time. But when I'm doing the face and the eyes and everything, that takes a little bit more concentration than the hair. And I may change my mind on the color of hair depending on what background I end up putting her on. So I'm going with a very fine paintbrush and adding some details, some highlights with white, and then I will go back in with black as well to add eyelashes and eyeliner and that type of thing. I know right now you're probably thinking, why in the world is she putting white eyelashes on this girl? But don't worry, it's not going to stay that way. But I do like to have some highlights in the eyelashes. So adding some white on those eyelashes first and then going back with the black, somehow it just really makes it pop. So And especially when you're doing darker skin tones, I really want those details to stand out and not get lost in the background. So we are just about finished here. We need to let her dry, and then I'll stand her up and check for any other details there might be. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and you will give this a like for this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm Rita Bearcat. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.